Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. As part of a new series on this channel, I wanted to break down some of my favourite films and TV shows and analyse some of the hidden themes that exist beneath the apparent storytelling. Today we'll be talking about one of my favourite films, Michael Mann's Heat, and why it is really about the fear of human connection. Thanks for joining me here. My name is Nuri and I'm a freelance director and cinematographer, originally from London and now based in Detroit, Michigan. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. Now obviously this video contains spoilers for the film's ending, so if you haven't seen it yet, despite being such an old film, I highly recommend you do before watching this, as I'll be doing a deep dive into the film's ending. It goes without saying that Heat is a timeless movie set around a game of cat and mouse between an LAPD lieutenant, Vincent Hanna, played by Al Pacino, and the professional thief, Neil McCauley. The film focuses on Hanna's obsessive chase of McCauley, who is going for his last big score, a bank in Los Angeles. Beneath the obvious narrative and behind the intense action scenes and thrilling storyline is a level of intimacy, or rather a painting of what a lack of intimacy can look like, that is hard to find in any other heist movie. With both men brilliant at what they do, the film chooses to focus heavily on the personal costs to their own lives. Hanna is brilliant as a detective, but his life is in tatters. As he says himself,
I got a wife. We're passing each other on the downslope of a marriage, my third. Because I spend all my time chasing guys like you around the block. That's my life.
the toll that Hanna's job takes on his personal life is glaringly obvious. Unable to bring his real self home, it creates a glaring gap between his soon-to-be ex-wife and his suicidal stepdaughter. His relationship with his soon-to-be ex-wife is in tatters, and he clearly has no social life, and he fails to see what his stepdaughter is going through. On the job, however, he is full of life, addicted to the thrill, almost joyous, as we can see by some of his breakouts.
Give me all you got! Vincent, give me all you got! I swear, man, my brother Rich is gonna talk to you.
And he is even seen to be incredibly caring when need be, something which he lacks at home. The toll on McCauley's life is not so different. He lives by a dark philosophy, as he speaks about himself.
Guy told me one time, don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around a corner. Now, if you're around me and you gotta move when I move, how do you expect to keep a marriage?
His life is an empty one. He doesn't own much. He comes home to an empty house, no wife, no family, with his only emotional connection being to what he is incredibly good at, his ability to steal. His loyalty to his cause is put to the test. In the film, he meets a girl, Edie, who he develops a close relationship with. When he does see the heat around the corner, however, he leaves Edie behind, sacrificing the one connection he had in favor of his life of crime. It's his addiction to his life of crime that costs him what could have been a life of connection and intimacy. The film's brilliance lies in the fact that the two characters only meet twice in the whole film. Once in the middle of the narrative, and secondly for a final time at the film's end. Frustrated by McCauley constantly evading him, Hanna decides to just pull him over and asks him if he wants to have a coffee. In one of Hollywood's greatest scenes, the two men sit opposite each other, never shown in the same frame together, as they lay their cards on the table. Fascinatingly, a strange bond forms between them, a sort of respect that would probably be a friendship were they not on either side of the law. In an incredible act-off between two of cinema's greatest actors, we can clearly see both their reluctance to fully open up to each other, with almost a hint of a desire to do so. The film's ending also closes the game of cat and mouse, when both men seemingly have the drop on each other. It's by mere chance that the upper hand is given to Hanna, who fires his weapon into McCauley, as he said he would do so without hesitation. But it is in the final moments of the film that we see the human connection that both men fear. As McCauley lies bleeding out, he extends his hand to Hanna, who holds it firmly to give his enemy warmth, friendship, and human connection at his dying end. A mere look on Hanna's face says it all, as the camera finally shows both men in frame. Hanna did not just kill his enemy, but killed probably the only man who would ever truly understand him, in a world that clearly doesn't, and his only chance at real human connection. For men who have both lived their lives fearing human connection, it's a bitter end to a rivalry that almost mirrors a true friendship. Director Michael Mann himself talks about this in the Blu-ray commentary of the film, where he talks about how he almost wrote the movie backwards, ensuring that the story was written in service of the final moments, where two hardened individuals who have been avoiding any real connection find solace in each other's arms for the first time in their lives. The truth is, so many of us fear human connection. We put walls around us, occupy ourselves with work, craft and distractions just to avoid it. And what Heat seems to tell us is that perhaps it's something we need to stop running away from. And like Hannah and McClawley at the film's end, just try to embrace it. Hope you enjoyed that perspective on the film. I'd love to hear your own thoughts on my analysis. So if you've seen the film and want to share your thoughts, be sure to leave a comment below. I'd love to read them. And hopefully I'll see you next week for another video. Take care.